Okay, so welcome to your induction, your summer induction session. So I'm going to be sharing the PowerPoint in just a moment, which I'll be talking you through. Just bear with me, please. So I'm just bringing up the PowerPoint so we can start the induction session.
If you can just confirm, can you see the slides? Can you all see the slides?
Brilliant, brilliant, amazing. So you can all see the slides so we can make a start. So I'm just waiting for the PowerPoint to load now. Shall I present now? Yeah. Sorry, my connection is just a little bit slow. Just bear with me, guys. Thank you. Just bringing up on the big screen so everybody can see. Okay, so a very, very warm welcome to everybody joining us today for our summer induction. I'm Beanish, and I'm one of the health and social care and childcare teachers here at New Vic, Sixth Form College. And I would like to thank you all for taking the time out to join the session and for being here. So there will be an opportunity for you to ask questions at the end of the session, and there will be an opportunity for you to just interact with us and just answer some questions, because we've got some videos for you to watch, and we've also got some questions, really nice questions for you to answer. So it's an exciting time for everybody because you're embarking on a new life journey, okay, because this is a new chapter for you as you complete your school education. You're going to be continuing your journey with us. So this journey will be fun, it will be enjoyable, and it'll be an opportunity for you to learn new things, acquire new skills, and also make new friends and meet new people here at the college. So I'm going to be passing you on to my colleague, Lorraine, who's just going to be taking you through a activity. Sorry, we've just had a, okay. So my colleague's going to be taking you through an activity. So over to you, Lorraine.
So one of the things that we will be talking about once you join us at college is transitional experiences that children go through. A transition is a change in a child's life. And we've produced a case study, which will come up on the next slide for you to see, but I was also going to read it aloud for you. So I will begin now. It's all about a little boy called Sean. Sean is 2.5 years old, and he has been attending nursery for 3 days a week since he was a baby. And he's a very happy, sociable little boy who interacts really well with other children. Sean's mother is expecting her second child. Sean seems to adjust very well to this news of mum having another baby and talks really proudly about becoming an older brother. One Tuesday, after a few days away, Sean attends nursery with the news that he has a new little sister. He brings in photos and seems really happy, if a little more tired than usual. A week later, Sean is brought in by his mother with his baby sister for the first time in quite a few weeks. When mum tries to go and leave him at the nursery, he becomes clingy and cries inconsolably for 20 minutes. Over the next couple of weeks, Sean is brought in and picked up by his father or mother. Sometimes he doesn't really know who will be picking him up or at what time. He is often late to arrive. He misses the registration time, and particularly his favourite when they sing the morning song together. Sean begins to become very clingy to his key person at the nursery. That's the main practitioner who looks after him. He becomes sullen and moody when he has to share his toys. He sometimes disrupts story time by just standing up and wandering away, and also starting to have a few very sudden, unexpected tantrums. One day, Sean is playing with one of his friends, Jemima. They both want the same toy, and Sean bites Jemima in frustration when she reaches for it first, because he wanted it. Now, this case study is all about Sean and the big change he's going through because of the arrival of a new baby in the family. I've read you the case study, but on the next slide, there are some questions for you to answer. We'd like you to post any comments or answers in the chat box for us, and we will talk you through them. So first of all, can you name and explain 2 other changes that all children go through at some point in their childhood? Some big transitional experience or change that they will experience. If you'd like to post your comments in the chat box, please. Are there any comments in the chat box? Anything at all, any big change that you can think of that a young child might go through or experience in their lives, apart from their having a new sibling in the family, a new baby in the family? What other big things happen in children's life? You might think about their development.
We have changing schools.
Excellent. So we have asthma. Changing schools is an enormous change. If a child's been at home with mum and never been used to another environment and other adults interacting with them, that's going to be a very big change for them, and they might be very worried about it.
You also got Taylor from home to attending nursery. Ask if they're going to be different.
Yes, so big changes, starting nursery, starting primary school, or maybe even having a childminder when before that they used to be at home with mum. This is a big change. Are there any other changes you can think of? Because children don't stay the same. They grow up, they experience new things, and big changes happen in their life. You might think about a family. What else might happen in a family that would really seriously impact on the child, apart from a new baby? What else might happen in a family, perhaps?
Just had it repeat about the same class with all other friends, might not be with their friends.
Yes, excellent, Samaya. Parents splitting up. Very well done, Samaya. So we know more and more this does happen in families because there are enormous pressures in modern day society. And families might have a temporary split, or it might be permanent and go on through to divorce. A young child is not going to understand why. A young child is going to worry that they did something wrong. What, and am I going to see them? Where are they moving to? They simply don't understand, and it might impact on their behaviour.
Talked about foster care. Amazing. Very good.
So we've got foster care. Yeah, foster care.
Losing a loved one.
Losing a loved one and foster care are enormous changes. Well done, girls. You really thought this through. So a death in the family is a horrific, horrendous experience for anybody, but for a child even more so, because they're unable very often to communicate their feelings, especially if they're very little. Their vocabulary will be very limited, and it will impact on their behaviour. They might cry and get sad or become clingy.
They've got changing homes.
Yeah, another great one. Thank you, girls. We're doing really well. You know, a big round of applause to you.
Well
You're
done.
doing really well. So a change of location. Parents move for various reasons. A bigger property, smaller property. They move for a job. They move to be closer to relatives so they can help care for them. And again, the young child might not fully understand why or what's happening. And will they see their friends? Can they stay at the same nursery? It's a big change and very hard for children to get used to. So really, really well done. Thank you.
Both parents working, resulting in the child not seeing them.
Yes, so both parents working, and we all know in modern day life now, the working hours seem to get longer and longer. So dropping children off very quickly in a rush, staying away from them all day, coming home late, and quickly having to prepare tea, give them a bath and get them into bed, but not really having enough time for a little chat and a little cuddle and spending any kind of quality time.
Next question. Key person, the key person leaving the school.
Is it the next?
That's this one.
Oh,
That's
this
the
one.
one, yeah.
Okay.
So another example.
Another example, key person leaving. Yes, members of staff don't necessarily stay in one nursery or one job for the next 50 years of their employment life. So staff move to different settings. They might be promoted, all sorts of things going on in their personal life. And we all know a key person is the main one the child gets used to, gets close to, builds an attachment with. And they're going to miss them terribly. And again, they're going to think, why have they left me? Where have they gone? Did I do something wrong? And they worry about it, and that can impact on their behaviour.
Should we do the next question?
So thank you so much for that input. We're going to go on to the next question.
Good.
So you will be doing placement, as my colleague mentioned earlier. You'll spend many hours at placement, and you will be involved in planning for the children, planning suitable activities for them to get involved in to help them progress and learn. And I would like you to think about the kind of activity you might plan for them if you knew some of them were moving house soon. So perhaps the parents have come to you and said, oh, we're moving soon. We're moving quite a long way away. I haven't told my child yet. Do you think you could help prepare them? And you need to think, what can I do with the children at the nursery to help them get used to that idea of moving home? So I want you to come up with some lovely ideas and post them into chat, and we'll see what we come up with.
Show them fun things around the new area. Role play. That's really good.
Yeah, so well done, girls. I'm getting some really good responses. Role play is an excellent one. You can perhaps bring in some suitcases or big boxes and get children to pretend to pack all their toys and things away in the box and mark it with the letter T for toys. Because if children are going to move, they want to know what's going to happen to their toys. They like to know that they're still going to be around familiar items that they're used to. And they need to understand that moving involves packing things up, transporting them to another place where they can unpack them. So you can do a lovely little role play with that.
We've also got play an interactive game that shows them things with them. I suppose it means showing them what they will do at their new house.
Yeah. And discuss the new house.
And make a house setting
Yeah.
for them to play
You could
with.
make a pretend house, or many settings have a pretend, like a doll's house with small world toys. And you could pretend with the doll's house, oh, they're going to leave this doll's house. They need to take all their furniture with them. Otherwise, when they move, it'll be an empty house and none of their furniture and toys there. So what can we find in the nursery that we can put all this furniture and stuff in and perhaps take it outside, and the outside can be where they're going to move to?
We've got reading stories and doing puzzles.
Yeah, reading stories, doing puzzles. You're doing brilliantly. You're coming up with so many fresh new ideas. You should be all very proud of yourself.
This
Thank
is
you
an
for
excellent one.
contributing.
Work alongside parents, have pictures of the new house,
Yeah.
and have a positive discussion about it.
Yeah, excellent.
Yeah.
You can do that at like a circle time event. So if parents have brought in some pictures of the new house, you can share the picture in circle time with all the children, passing the pictures around, talking about what it looks like, the size of it, the windows, the door, whether there's a garden or not a garden. You've come up with some pretty amazing ideas.
About a doll's house, how you can move the furniture.
Move the furniture around.
And
Yep, talk
talk
about
about
their
their
room,
room.
because obviously very young children want to know mostly about how it's going to affect them. Are they going to have their own room? Are they going to have to share with somebody? Is it a big room or a small room? Have they got a normal single bed? Have they got bunk beds? They like to know all this information so that they can picture it in their mind. So I'd like to thank you very much for your contribution on this case study. And I'm going to pass you over to my colleague who will talk about the next slide. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Eva Christova and I'm the Childcare Assessor at Newvik Sixth Form College, which means that as part of your studies, you will be required to spend a certain amount of hours at real working environment, or also called work placement, to develop your practical skill. And now we're going to look at a short video on how to plan a literacy lesson in primary school. So I'm going to start the video for you in a minute.
Just confirm if they can see it.
Yes. Now I'm still loading the video. Once it's started, I will just need someone to confirm that you can see and hear the video. So then we can discuss it. Okay, it's still loading.
We can't see it at the moment.
Not yet, it's still loading. Hopefully now. It's really taking time.
We can't see it.
Okay, let me just check. 1 second.
That's
Okay, I'm just going to have a look while you can't see the video. Just bear with me a moment.
Usually you have to press this.
I hope they'll come back. No, they can't see it.
Okay, I'm just going to present it in another way. They can confirm if they can see it now.
No, we're not presenting them.
I'm sharing my screen. Is it working now?
No, no, because I think when it works, we'll see it.
Yeah, I'm presenting my
Nope.
screen from here,
Nope.
your entire screen.
Nope.
It doesn't work like that.
It's difficult to
Yeah,
see.
it doesn't work like that. Shall I just do it? Okay, might work.
Children were really excited by it being a dinosaur,
go.
so we're
Yeah.
Can they
continuing
hear
with that this
sound?
week.
Is there sound?
And to try and get
Well, we won't have the sound.
No, will they have sound? Ask them if they
Yes,
got
they
sound.
can see it.
Good.
Can they hear it?
So it's an early years session, and we were focusing on writing and inspiring our boys to write. So leading up to this,
Yes,
we found
good.
some poo on the
They can
playground,
hear
and
it,
some
they can
bones and
see
some
it.
footprints.
Brilliant.
And we had to decide what left these things on the playground. Was it a dinosaur or a monster or an alien? And the children were really excited by it being a dinosaur. So we're continuing with that this week. And to try and get our boys writing a lot more, we're trying to get them to trap the dinosaur. So that's where this is going to lead. We also have a focus on building vocabulary. So we've got some messy activities happening to try and get the children's vocabulary extended. And hopefully that will excite them this morning with that topic.
Let's see if it works.
I think something happened outside this morning, didn't it? Now, who can tell me what happened outside today? You were coming into school and everybody came running in and told me something had happened. Stefan, what happened?
A dinosaur poo again.
Dinosaur poo again. Who saw the dinosaur poo? Was it a big one? Was it a huge one? Was it a massive one? No. Do you think it was from the T-Rex? Do you think it was a flying dinosaur, a pterodactyl?
No, I didn't see wings.
Didn't see any wings?
They don't. No, I think
Okay, right. Let's listen. Riley. Shh, Riley. I think this dinosaur is back because it wants to tell us something. I'm just going to turn our music down. I think that dinosaur is trying to find us because he's been here now twice, hasn't he, this dinosaur? Last time when the dinosaur was here, we found bones and footprints, didn't we? And now the dinosaur is back and he's done another poo in our playground. I think that dinosaur wants something. Why don't you turn to your partner and talk to your partner about what that dinosaur might want?
Okay, so that was the video. Let me go back to our PowerPoint presentation. Okay. Can you see the slides now? If someone can confirm for us, that would be lovely. Yeah, brilliant. Okay, so we've looked at a short video on a literacy lesson in primary school. And can you describe a bit more? What did you see in the video? You can put your comments in the chat.
She engaged the children by asking questions.
Well done. That's absolutely correct. The teacher was engaged with the children, and they've been asking a lot of questions to keep the children focused. Well done.
The learning was linked to the children's interests. Dinosaur.
This is a really good one. All the children, we know that children love dinosaurs, so the teacher has planned their lessons according to children's interests as well, to make sure that they will find the topic interesting and will stay focused.
So she got the children sharing their ideas and working together and, you know, responding to her questions.
I've really heard it because they talk about her voice tones.
Yes, about the voice tone. Yes, well done. So how did the teacher manage children's behavior? What do you think? Were the children engaged? What the children did to make sure that all children are engaged and staying focused?
She adapted the lesson to them.
Well done.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Yes, the lesson is being adapted to a topic that is very interesting for the children.
Asking questions.
Asking a lot of questions. So to keep children engaged and to make them think and use their imagination to answer.
She quietened them down without being too harsh.
Yes,
Very
that's
good.
absolutely right. She did a couple of times, and in that way, she managed the children to stay quiet.
She explained her thoughts without using the outside.
Okay, this is a very good one. Well done. You're being very active, and well done to your answers. You're very right.
The children were discussing between themselves about what they had seen.
Okay, so here we see communication going on, socializing as well, which is very good, and also
Do you want to round it up and do the next video?
yeah. Okay, and now I'm going to pass it on to my colleague Jackie, who is going to present the next video.
Hi, good morning, everyone. It's lovely to meet you, and you've given some amazing questions and answers with regards to the video. So my name's Jackie. I'm part of this wonderful, amazing team here at New Vic Sixth Form College, and I'm going to introduce the next video. So within early years, you'll be quite aware that we start very early in supporting children with their literacy and their numeracy and their maths. So we'd like to show you another short video, if we may, and then we're going to ask you some questions after that.
Okay, so now we're loading the video for you.
And please, could you put in the chat that you can see the video and hear the video?
It might take some time, yes.
Right, my apologies.
Thank you for being patient.
Yes, I can see the video, but I don't think she can really because this one isn't loaded.
To help your child really
Right, okay.
understand.
Yes, we can.
Good, brilliant.
Can I ask if they can hear it?
Yes, please.
what division or sharing is all about. We want to do
Yes. Perfect.
Okay.
lots
So away from us.
of practical activities. So take some different objects. I happen to have pencils here, and starting with an even number, say, okay, if I've got 6 pencils and I want to share them between you and me, how many pencils will each person have? And encourage your child to share them out. 1 for you, 1 for me, 1 for you, 1 for me, 1 for you, 1 for me. So we both have the same amount. How many do we have each? We have 1, 2, 3 each. Take the opportunity to do this when you're perhaps sharing cakes or sweets, or maybe when you're out shopping and you've picked up a bag of apples and there are 8 apples in the bag. Ask, if we were sharing them between the 2 of us, how many would each of us have?
Okay, thank you. Thank you for your patience. As you can appreciate, with the Wi-Fi and connections, it might have been a bit glitchy, but I hope you're able to see it all. Okay, so and I'm quite happy for you to put your answers into the chat, and one of my colleagues is going to respond as well. So what did you see in the video? First of all, what did you see happening? What did you see happening within the demonstration?
She used objects around her to teach a simple division method.
Excellent, well done.
Props and objects being used.
Oh, it's a fantastic answer, well done. In early years settings, and particularly in reception class, when children transition from early years into schools, we look at lots of hands-on, demonstrating very simple, complex maths. And you can appreciate this as you've come through your education on how that progression goes and continues, and then you're actually doing your sums on sheets of paper. But in early years, and especially in the first year of reception, and we like to try and have maths more interactive and more fun. The second question is, did you like the example of simple division sums used with objects, and why? Why did you like it and the way it was presented?
She did say they were making it interesting for the children.
Excellent. That's one of the ways that adults in early year settings and teachers in schools try to make maths interesting and engaging children by giving them something visual to touch and feel, and that they can move around.
She said she's using objects of interest that they're interested in.
Excellent. Yes, they use objects of interest, something they might be interested in. And it could be, in that scenario, if the children are going to be doing some drawing or maybe some art.
Fun and engaging.
Oh, they need to divide things up. And excellent answers. Those magic words, it was fun and it was engaging. We were getting those children to think about maths and be able to count those.
Objects.
Excellent, and using visual objects, because particularly at that age, children love to see something visual, something they can touch, they can feel, they can examine, and then help them to give life to maths.
Showing the importance of how to share with others around them.
Excellent, well done. That's a fantastic answer. So within that answer, we're teaching children social skills, right, and being able to share materials, those games. I mean, the simple thing in the video, it was pencils, but that could be anything. That could range from cups, plates, books, etc. It's getting the children to learn those social skills as well as their math skills in engaging and sharing, and learning in that, you know, it's good to share. Any other questions? Any other answers?
So we've got one saying they're more likely to remember.
Excellent. They are more likely to remember
Cooperating with each other.
and cooperating with each other. Excellent. These are amazing answers. Well done. This is really good. And these are some of the answers we'd be expecting to see.
Letting the child
you know,
divide the pencils would make a child enjoy the activity more rather than just watching and listening. It would help children with their intellectual skills and physical skills. So letting the children do
Excellent,
it.
well done. You've got those wonderful words coming out there: physical, social, and these are the types of things and subjects we'd be looking at within our qualifications with regards to early years. So thank you for that. Well done.
Thank you, everyone, for your wonderful contributions for both activities. Well done. Lots of really, really good responses. And I thank you from the team as well, for everyone for being here. So I'm just going to give you some information now about enrollment as we come to the end of our induction PowerPoint. But we've still got some time to answer any questions that you may have. You can put them in the chat. So enrollment will be 12th of August. Okay, so make sure you write this down in your diaries. And if you have already applied to the college to study with us, you will receive a link email. So you have to make sure you check your email, and that link will allow you to enroll. And this will be just before your GCSE results day. So please do look out for this link. If there are students who haven't applied, but you're considering coming to Newvic, then if you go to newvic.ac.uk apply, you can see the link on my screen, then you can apply to study with us. And just remember, once you received your GCSE results, you need to click on the link, which will be sent to your email, and upload your results. And then you will receive a call from the college to complete the enrollment process. So that's how it works. So maybe just spend a quick moment just reading through the information on this slide so you remember. So you will get a link from us. You click on the link to enroll. Okay, and enrollment is 12th of August.
Can you do this course online?
Okay, so we're going to be answering the questions now that are coming through in the chat. So my colleague is going to be responding. So please feel free to ask any questions. And once again, thank you everyone for joining the session today.
So they'll have a timetable that will include the GCSE maths in their timetable.
And we want to verbally read out questions and answers as well.
What is the course? What is the course start date and how many days per week?
Level 2.
Okay, shall I answer? Okay, so I'm going to start with Maliha's question. I applied for level 2 childcare and education. I want to know if there's a level 3. So if you successfully complete your level 2, which is a 1-year program, and you hand in all your assignments and you've got amazing attendance and you complete all your placement observations, you may then be considered to move on to the level 3, but you have to make sure you complete all your work for level 2 before you can progress to level 3. What is the course start date and how many days? So the course will be starting in September. So when you enroll in August, you'll get more information about your starting date and the timetable. The course is full-time, so you will be attending college and you'll be attending placement. So it's 5 days a week.
What's the difference between health and social? Can you do the health and what's the difference between health and social care?
Okay, so I can take that one. What's the difference between health and social care and childcare? So for health and social care, how you have placement on a weekly basis with childcare, you don't have that with health and social care. With health and social care, you only do a block placement within the year. Apart from that, you don't have any other placement. And also with the health and social care level 2, you've got more focus on working with adults as well. You've got more information working with the elderly. So that's the difference. But we will also be going up to 19 years with the level 2's childcare. So you'll be learning a broad range of information and working with different age ranges. Fariha Ahmed's asking, is there a lot of coursework?
Just type that.
Yeah, go for it, love. That's fine.
Type that. Doing 3 A levels.
Is there any I've missed? Any I've missed?
Do we need to do
Yes, there are
GCSEs?
exams.
On the level 2?
No, level 3.
It says, do we need to go if there are level 2? I think Nadia needs to explain it. Let me just ask Nadia to
Okay,
expand
that's
on that
fine.
one.
Sorry if I pronounce your name wrong. Ace Noor, can you become a teacher with health and social care as you can't do other courses with childcare? I'm not sure, that question is not clear. Can you please ask that question again? Amina, do we have exams? It's just coursework for the level 2, Amina. No exams on the level 2, but if you progress to level 3, then yes, there are exams. Maliha, it says that you can progress to level T level after level 2.
What possible careers can we go into on this course? Do you want to answer that one?
Yeah, so you can go into teaching, you can go into social care, you can go into counselling, you can go into working as a nursery nurse in a nursery setting, you can work as a teaching assistant in a school. But again, it has to
You
be
can go
all
to
under
university,
supervision.
you can be
Yeah,
a speech and language therapist,
yeah.
social
So
worker,
you
a
go
midwife.
quite a lot of options that you can go into.
As
with
long
our
as you
courses.
get a good grade at the end of your level 3 program, there are a great many university degrees that you can apply to do, which come under the umbrella of humanities. So many of our students go on to become social workers, primary school teachers. They like midwifery, speech and language therapy, counselling. There are a whole range of degree programs to consider. Some people specialise with special needs children, disabilities. They like to help those who are more vulnerable in society. It can take up a number of posts. When you qualify on the level 3 course, it is your decision as to whether you want to go straight into employment or if you want to study at degree level. If you don't want to go to university, many of our students go to work in nursery environments, in children's centres, play centres, creche. They can become nannies, childminders. You can work on cruise ships and holiday companies where parents go on holiday and they leave their children in their care. There are positions overseas, English-speaking nannies and childcare qualified practitioners, especially in countries like America and Canada, English-speaking countries that like to have English nannies. But I do also recommend you doing some research of your own, and more importantly, thinking about the kind of environment you would be happy working in. Would you like to work with 1 or 2 children or a whole class of children? Do you want to sit down in a more of a management role? Do you like the interaction with people? It's for you to think about the kind of person you are and the kind of environment and things that you enjoy doing, and then linking it to a career.
As you can see, you have many opportunities. It just depends on the pathway you would like to take.
You would not do an apprenticeship to become a teacher. After level 3, you would have to do a degree at university.
It's so slow. Someone's asking, I have level 1 English and maths from a pre-16 foundation learning, isn't it?
Foundation learning.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one.
It's so slow.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the apprenticeship and the A level and then VQ all in one, just so that they get to understand
Yeah,
that
what the
apprenticeship
course
not
is.
separate.
Yeah, because I think they think we offer a separate
Yeah.
apprenticeship.
It's fast enough.
It's fine. You've done well.
He's not going.
Mine's not even going through. Oh, no, it is.
We haven't got long, about a minute.
Yep.
Should we just say?
Yeah, we're going to wrap up. Right. So we've just got 1 more minute to go, everyone, before we. No, they can't hear me. Okay. So it's glitching. Yeah, I can see the screen. So we've just got a minute to go. So just send in your final questions because we're going to be finishing for the for now. So please just send in your last questions. And you can always ask questions during enrollment as well. And once again, thank you to you, everyone joining the session. I hope it was useful and you've got some great information to think about. Yeah, well done. Okay, thank you, everyone. Bye from me and from the team.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining our session today. It was lovely to see you all here today and being so actively with us. So,
And then we're saying bye.
We all look forward
Bye,
to
bye,
seeing
thank
you
you.
in August and September. All the very best. Have a wonderful
You are
summer
welcome.
holiday. Bye-bye for now.
Bye.